right. I think we're both in.
Oh, I will leave your.
Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I don't wanna. There we go.
It's just so we can have a little light
Yeah.
ourselves so we can see what we're doing. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tarot Delights.
It's been a bit.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. Yeah, a couple of snow days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we
They
had a lot
actually
of
closed
snow.
the schools that one Monday.
Yeah. It was last Monday, wasn't it?
I was shocked.
Because they'll have snow days, but then they won't necessarily close the schools because sometimes kids show up anyways.
Yeah. Well, and I mean,
Scooch a little closer.
oh, you want me?
Just so, I
we
won't
go.
bite, I promise.
Never. Yeah, they but we got such a dump of snow
Oh, yeah.
that I don't think we would have been like shoveling trying to get in the door.
And, and happy Groundhog's Day.
Happy in bulk too.
Yeah,
Groundhog
and bulk
in
and
bulk.
Groundhog. That
Do we-
both happen to be on the same day.
Do we know if we're having 6 more weeks of winter?
That's what I was just going to ask. It was a sunny day.
So we saw shadows.
We saw shadows, and Calais, not Cali, it's the Irish hag.
Yes. Okay.
She collects wood. So that's actually the original sort of groundhog story. So she goes out to collect wood.
Mm-hmm.
She gets up from her winter sleep. And if the day is warm and sunny, she will go out and collect more wood for her fire. So then we get 6 more weeks of winter because she's got enough wood for her fire.
Mm-hmm.
If it's snowy or rainy or wet or cloudy, she won't go out because she doesn't want to collect wood then. And then, therefore, she's in charge of when spring comes.
Okay.
So she'll make it come earlier because she'll run out of wood.
We're not a wood.
Yeah.
No, I think we're in. Well, it came in so someone posted the other day with how January was leaving and then February was coming in. So and like the beginning of January was also very chaotic as far as weather.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully it's gonna
Well, March
leave us...
definitely has that saying of
Yeah.
if it comes in like a lamb, it goes out like a lion.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So you don't want a nice beginning of March.
We're still a month off from that though.
Oh, yeah, we are.
But
And I always tell people we're in Canada, so we're Canadians.
Yeah.
Hi. So it's like expect winter.
Oh yeah.
If you don't like winter, go live in the south somewhere.
I still was flabbergasted that they closed the schools. Like,
Yeah.
even, and when people are like, I don't want to go outside, it's too cold. I'm like, dress for it. We have this 6 months out of the year.
Yeah,
I
right.
am double layered every day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I run hot, so I'm
There are a couple of kids that do. So, like, not this year, but I had a kid once, shorts, t-shirts, middle of January, and I was like, get a coat on. He's like, no, I'm hot.
Yeah.
And I actually had to talk to mom, and mom was like, no, he's good. I've given him full permission to run around in shorts and t-shirt.
my son's the same way. He wears shorts even through winter most of the time. Now that I'm getting older, I do wear pants. Obviously, I don't go out in shorts, but I'm still wearing my spring jacket.
Yeah, I'm bundled. Well, that's actually not true. So I gotta.
But you do go outside.
Well, and that's it. But so one of my greatest Christmas gifts this year was one of those heated vests.
Oh.
I have not touched my winter jacket since Christmas.
Nice.
I know, it's great.
That's awesome. And I love winter, and I love the being able to bundle up and stuff. But let's face it, winter coats are very bulky, and they're hard to get in and out of cars. Like you feel like you've lost 10 pounds in the spring.
Yes, you really do.
When you don't have to wear your winter coat anymore.
Or also when the weather changes, so like it might be really, really cold in the morning. So like I was bundled up this morning because it was cold. But then by the end of the day of driving home, I was like, jacket can go in the back of the seat and
Right.
I can feel comfy driving.
Yeah, exactly. And for me, for the most part this year, at least, I've only been going from building to car to building.
Well, it's not that bad.
So it's not like
Yeah.
I've been going on these big,
Extravagant.
trips. Yeah.
No, yard duty is at least 20 minutes twice a day.
Yeah.
So spending some time outside, you need a little.
Yeah, I
layer.
can do 10 minutes without layers.
Yeah.
But after that, yeah, I'm looking for a coat or a scarf or something. So
There was a couple of days before Christmas. Apparently, my teacher brought layers to her with her one day and then like has left a couple layers, and some couple of the kids didn't obviously bring coats because they're silly, and she's like, here's the coat, here you can have my mitts, go play outside. And these are kids, so the not the little ones. I'm in a grade 7-8 classroom, so like
okay.
they should have enough force sense to bring coats, but sometimes they don't.
No, the frontal lobe still is not developed.
Oh no.
In either boys or girls at
Yeah,
that age.
there are days that I'm like, oh yeah, that's still not a thing for you. Okay, so I'm going to be less chastisey in how I say this and go, you need to remember.
But also too, I found like when I was younger, I could go around in, running shoes and an
Yeah.
open jacket and not even feel the
No.
cold.
And then now as I've I hear that girl older and you're like, nope, I like my layers and my warmth.
Yeah, I like cozy. I turn the seat on.
Yep.
Actually, sometimes I turn it on the summer too because I just have a sore back.
Right? I feel like that's crossing into like actual adulthood, or at least, you've spent too much time scrubbing floors if you're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
the middle of summer, but it still feels good on the back.
Yeah, exactly. So, if you saw my post before on Facebook, I had a spread of 3 cards. There's one that says Goddess Garage, and then there's the other spread of a different deck, and that's Kayla's spread. And I thought Facebook, when they showed it to me, they showed it to me side by side. So I was saying pick left or right.
Oh yes, because when you upload it, that's what it is. But then when
When I uploaded it, it was
okay, is that what
top
happened?
and bottom. So I'm like, okay, I guess Facebook wants us to pick tops and bottoms.
Tops and bottoms.
So
Okay.
if you're a tops person, I'm your guy or girl, whatever,
person?
person.
And
And
bottom is mine.
it's Kayla's. So we're going to spread out 3 cards, and you've got your 3.
Yep.
And I've got my 3. So do we want to do the first card and first card for each?
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we kind of go back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'll start with my spread, Goddess Garage. And the first card, ooh, it's the Empress.
Ooh.
So this is telling me that there's a harvest coming in. Something that you've been working for, and it's a big kind of thing. It's not, oh, yay, I won $10 in the lottery. I'm not saying...
$10 is $10.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying you're winning the big lottery or anything like that. But the Empress, she's about, having the wisdom, the discernment, and the hard work ethic that now you're ready to receive. Mm-hmm. And you're open. So you are about to be aligned with whatever it is you've been seeking.
Ooh.
So,
All right,
what's
my
your
first one is 3 of Cups.
Oh, both threes.
Both threes.
Because the
so you're
Empress is
starting
3 in the major arcana. And you've got the 3 of Cups.
The 3
Cool.
of Cups. So that reminds me, is it the 2 of Cups or the 3 of Cups that has the 3 ladies? Or no, I just answered my own question.
Yep.
It's the 3, in the Rider-Waite-Smith, it's the 3, they're kind of like cheersing.
Yeah, they're dancing
Yeah.
and having a good time.
Having a good time. So this makes me think, I love this deck. It's so whimsical and very just, the art just takes me to a place.
Cool.
But I really think that with the 3 of Cups, there's going to be a connection with some friends or a family member, just something you're going to enjoy. And I mean, you guys could find that almost anywhere. It doesn't have to necessarily be friends or family. It could be, going to a library and going to a group there and meeting someone that you jive with. And you're gonna meet someone you're gonna jive with, and you're gonna enjoy their conversations.
Yeah, because a lot of times the 3 of Cups is that time, like you said, to be open to meeting new people.
Yep.
Or being open to, like, who haven't you talked to in a while?
Yeah.
Right?
Who's popping into your brain? That
Yeah.
You're like, I haven't checked in on that person.
Yeah.
Do that. Because I found recently, just without the prompt of the 3 of Cups, I've reacquainted myself with a friend of mine, and like our friendship does this. We come together, we enjoy our company, and then like life does this. But like we always find our way back.
Right.
So
Right.
we're in that season of like coming together again, and it's really cool. And
Yeah. And I love friendships like that
Mhm.
where you can pick up where you left off for the most part. But it's like, everyone's got this friend, the friend that texts you
Mhm.
and then goes, "Where are you? Why haven't you called me back? Why haven't you texted me?" Blah, blah, blah. It's like, listen, I'm a busy lady.
Yes.
And sometimes I'm just busy doing nothing.
That's true. I feel like we all need those days though.
Yeah, and it's good to have friends that are like, they'll send me, hey, do you want to do this or blah blah blah, but they're not offended if there's like, you know, a week, a month that goes by before I finally answer.
Yeah.
And it's like, and same thing with my friends. Like if I send them something,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, it's probably going to be a while. Like my sister, for instance, always says is going to be 5 to 6 business days before she can get back to you, and I get it. It's like,
Well,
and you can't take offense when there's
No.
like not a right away, instant answer.
Well, and I feel like with cell phones, feel like we've had this conversation. We are available to people if we
Yes.
choose to be, because you can not choose to be. If someone
Yep.
texts you, you can choose to answer when you want.
Yeah.
Same with email. Actually, that happened. That happened on Friday. I got an email to my work email on a Friday at like 4 o'clock, and my teacher texted me. She's like, "Hey, there's an email," and she's like, "I'm not looking at it till Monday morning," and I'm like, "I have to know." No one answered, but like we both didn't answer because it's like that at that point it's Friday after 4. No one's answering till Monday.
Yeah.
But like to me, it would drive me nuts all weekend if I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
for her, she's like, "Nope, I'm not even looking at it till Monday."
Right,
So it's
right.
really interesting that people are different.
Yeah.
But you have to like almost set that boundary yourself. Where
Yeah.
you know how it used to be. You left your phone at home. And people
Yeah.
were like, you
How-
left for the day, and no one could get a hold of you.
Yeah. It's not like if you're late, for instance, it's not like you can text or call the person and say, "I'm going to be late."
Yeah.
Like, what did we do before then? We just waited.
Yeah.
Is what we did.
But I feel like, and I mean, it's changed our society so much. Like even some of the kids, like the amount that social media has really changed and like integrated itself. And I'm guilty of it too. Even though I don't post, I'm always on there.
Yeah, I'm on there a lot too. And what's weird, you're right, because, like I get likes and comments on my pictures, which I greatly appreciate. And thankfully, I have a lot of very amazing clients because even if like sometimes I'll read an email and that wants to book a booking and for a reading, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I got to get back to her." And then like 5 days go by and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
But they're always like, "Well, it happened when it's supposed to happen."
Yeah, and that's where it's hard. It's easier, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's we're like society. We expect ourselves to be, or no, other people expect us to get back to them. And I'm not saying this necessarily in our business because we're both really good about this is when we're open, this is when we're closed.
Yeah, I'm
you-
usually pretty good. I usually don't let 5 days go by.
But like some people are like, well, what do you mean? What do you mean we didn't do this or whatever? And
Yeah.
it's just really interesting, and I find even with the kids too, you can tell when they haven't because one teacher takes their phones away
Oh,
for the
okay.
day. Like
Okay.
they're not allowed to have them,
Right.
unless it's an emergency,
Right,
as long as they're in class.
right. And I mean, even back when you didn't have cell phones, what emergency happened? Not usually
Nothing.
anything.
No.
Yeah.
Parents knew how to get a hold of you at school.
Yeah.
You knew how to get a hold of them at work.
Yeah.
You don't need a cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. And like I was saying, I get lots of likes and comments and stuff, which I appreciate because it does help me get paid, surprisingly. So yes, please like and comment both on YouTube and on Facebook because I get paid. I just got a check this week. So
Ooh,
it's
it's exciting.
Yay. So, but there's a lot of people that I will see at like different functions or family things or whatever, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, I saw you're posting about this, that, or the other thing." I'm like, "Well, why didn't you like it?" It's like,
That's too funny.
so you're just stalking me.
Well, and I mean that's the thing too is like we've allowed like stalking is an okay thing, like it's normalized. That's the word I was looking for, normalized.
Yeah, because let's face it, social media is now our norm. It's like our daily newspaper.
It really is. Like some people, like I'm guilty. Normally it's just to turn off my alarms and then I throw my phone until I'm dressed and eating breakfast is the next time I pick it up. I try to be really mindful about how much
Yeah.
I'm using my phone before I go to work, just because like your brain needs a way to wake up that's not a blue screen.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why, you can see my book count here, right?
Yep.
So I'm posting it the next day because this is my book count for January. But I'm trying to read before I do my phone stuff.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I tell myself if you read, which I already love to do anyways,
Mm-hmm.
then you can look at your phone. But I can't look at my phone until I've read.
So that's the carrot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the carrot.
that's the carrot.
Weirdly, reading can also be the carrot, but the phone thing is what I would
Yeah.
normally go to. And I'm like, no, read first. Because then I'm getting a lot of reading done.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
No, I'd be the same way. So like I would have to do like chores first, like laundry and dishes and all that. Then I can read.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but like you, I would have to read a certain amount or like a certain length of time before
Yeah.
I look at my phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just so that, like you say, you're waking up with something that's not blue screen.
Yeah.
But you're also, you're entertaining yourself or you're educating yourself, whatever it might be, depending on the book you want to read, right?
I feel like that's a good thing. And I feel like we don't do
Mm-hmm.
enough. I did training on Friday and I miss intake of information.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I do a lot of intake of information. Like I'm
Well, we all do all through the day. We're bombarded with stuff.
But like intentional intake of information.
Yeah, that's a
and then like
different-
reading
yeah.
studies and like statistics. I'm like, ooh, I miss this.
Yeah. Well, I've just been reading The Psychopathic Whisperer.
Ooh.
Lots of science in that one.
I need to maybe check that one out.
Yeah, it's a very cool one. And again, like I said, lots of science, lots of brain, MRI
Mm-hmm.
information and stuff. And in here, they were talking a little bit about how reading's important
Mm-hmm.
because as we get older, the gray matter starts to shrink. But the heavier and denser the gray matter is, the more able it is to absorb memories and information and stuff like that. So we have to keep it
Going.
Going.
Elasticity going. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, that's interesting. And it's interesting. So like the reason why I say this because you brought up gray matter.
Yeah.
Yes. Certain people with certain neurological things have less gray matter.
Yeah.
So for example,
psychopaths being case
too.
in point.
But just because this is my realm of experience, people with cerebral palsy have less gray matter.
Oh, okay.
So it has like potentially like autism as a spectrum, CP is very much also
Yeah.
a spectrum and it affects everyone
Well,
differently.
even psychopaths, they were showing where
Yep.
the abnormalities are. Yeah.
I was looking at a 2-year-old brain scan of a neurodeveloping, not neurotypical, but like neurodeveloping loving family child on Friday, and then someone who experienced trauma at 2 years old or
Okay.
or before. So
Okay.
like taken from family, not provided for in many ways. Their brain scans were completely different.
I'll bet.
And how they were growing and what areas were lit up. Is that the right? Yes. So
Okay.
it was really interesting, and now I'm like, now I want to go down a research rabbit hole about this.
Yeah. Oh, the brain is so fascinating, and how we develop it, and how, it works and functions, and all the different patterns that everybody can take,
So I'm not an expert, but
Yeah.
if you're interested in stuff like that, epigenetics.
Epigenetics.
I might be wrong. I will do a little caveat our next one and be like, if this is how you say it, this is where you can find it. It's a newer emerging science, but it's looking at how the effects of what we do to our bodies and our brains on the next couple generations. So a lot of
Okay.
it's done with mice and stuff right now.
Right.
But they were able to, I think it was condition them to a certain scent, to fear a certain scent. And even a couple generations in, they were programmed to fear the same scent.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So stuff like that.
So like the breakout gorilla.
yeah.
The gorilla that learned to learn to play a guitar, that his generations down from him,
We're still able to play
were able to learn faster.
because they were, that
Because-
original was exposed to the
Yeah.
skill set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something similar.
And that was an experiment, I think, done in the early 80s or late 70s, and it was called the breakout gorilla
Okay.
experiment.
Ooh, that is fascinating. So like stuff like this like fascinates me.
Me too.
So it's like how, like even like how we eat, what we like, how our diet is, our exercise, and our way of like elasticity towards events and environmental stimuli can really affect even generations down. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like over analyzing how I was raised because had a pretty good upbringing. I'm not complaining. But now I'm like, oh,
And
so
what is
if-
nurture versus nature
exactly,
too.
yeah. So it's like what, it's like, okay, I see where that went. Okay, but what if like one thing changed? It could have been totally different.
Yeah, sort of the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's interesting because they were talking about the differences between psychopaths versus sociopaths.
Yeah.
So
that's a-
psychopaths are born.
Mhm.
It's a nature thing. Sociopaths are nurture.
Really?
So you can nurture a sociopath, but you can't nurture a psychopath.
Which is interesting because, like, okay, debunked science here. Well, not debunked science here, but they've changed it. So when I was going through school, this was still a thing, but they were getting away from the homicidal triad. So there's like three elements.
Yeah, the McDonald triad
Yes.
is what it's called. Yeah.
So it's the McDonald triad, and they're even getting away from it because there's more nuance to it.
There
now.
is. I mean, you do look for the triangle, but the triangle does not mean you have a homicidal.
Yeah,
or
it's not definitive.
psy-
It's one of those like, if you check all the boxes, go this way and do
Yeah.
more testing.
Yes.
And if you don't check all the boxes, maybe you can go left and do this set of testing or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's more of a branching off point rather than a, if they have these characteristics, like it's done, that's what your diagnosis is.
And they don't even describe them in the same ways if they're still youths.
Yeah.
Because they didn't. There was a case of one kid who was told he was a psychopath, so he started acting like a psychopath.
Ooh, that's self-fulfilling prophecy there.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they were talking about, and how, like they shouldn't tell children
No.
or parents of children though. So they actually use the term CU, which is callous unemotional traits, which, yes, and let's say guys, because it's primarily guys that are psychopaths.
Sorry, gents.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Science backs that up.
Check
We're
the
not-
MRIs.
We're not picking on you.
No, we're not.
I mean,
But
not to say that women or girls
there
can't.
is
Yeah.
yes, there definitely is psychopaths that are female. They're not as common.
Yeah.
But I think it's of the world population, I think it's 1 in 150, if I remember this fact correctly. There's a psychopath. There's a psychopath born every 7 seconds, or no, every 47 seconds. That's what it is.
47. Okay.
Every
I was like,
7
seven
second-
is a bit much.
Yeah, every 7 seconds there's a new person being born, but every 47 seconds there's a psychopath being born.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, see, this is diving down. So, like, my sister's taking criminal justice right now. And
Oh, yeah,
So they're
another love.
starting to go down the like brain,
Yeah,
that route.
yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I need to send you like an Amazon boatload of books.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was my entire like bookshelf in my 20s.
Oh, okay.
Was like different, like either profilers who had like, what was the one guy's name? It's John something. He started the, I'm going to use the Criminal Minds version because that's the one I can remember. The BAU.
Oh, okay.
That's the fictional version, but he started the real one.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's written a couple books that are phenomenal, and if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely check them out. I will try and maybe link some in the comments because I can actually go back and try and find them.
Okay.
But there's like, what's your anger type? So it'll actually go through in like different types of anger, and it'll do the test so you can figure out whether
Okay.
you're like a video game style or like computer in general is
Yeah,
like
because a lot of guys get mad at their
Yes.
computers and
100%.
punch things. And
but there's like a
swear.
whole subsect of like an anger or like relationship anger where it's like your trigger is more around people and how they interact.
Okay,
It's
that's cool.
very scientifically based too, so like it's really
Nice.
interesting.
I love it.
We're totally getting off topic.
We are. We're talking about psychopaths.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, good things are happening so far.
Yes, good things
So,
are happening so
Thank
far.
you for your patience in this tarot reading. Normally, if you get a tarot reading with us, like live or, well, I don't mean live, but in person or online.
We don't go on tangents like
we
this.
don't go on tangents like this. It's just one. We do go on tangents when we're together doing a podcast, and two, we haven't seen each other in a while.
So we should really rein in on the fact that we're not allowed to take breaks, because I feel like it
Yes.
would rein the podcast in just a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So back to getting back in the saddle here. Let's do the other two cards, and let's not go on tangents.
Okay. Try our best.
Let's try our best. So for me, the second card in my spread that I'm doing for you guys is Justice.
Ooh.
So, I mean, this is two major arcana cards. So it means big swings are coming up for you, especially in February, March kind of area. I think February for sure. So Justice is obviously kind of the karma card, right? Like the scales are being balanced. Now, it does mean your foes will be vanquished. Justifiably, in whatever justifiable means is needed. So this is good. Your enemies will be, their scales will be balanced. However, none of us are perfect. We all have karma that we need to kind of work on. So I always say this is a good time. So for February, it's a good time to pay it forward, right? You know, because you might owe some karma. We're all going to have those cringe moments at the end of our life when we're passed on to the other side and watching our life movie. We're going to be like, oh, I wasn't the best person. I could have been there. So it's a good time to pay it forward, show some love without needing attention for it, and without expecting anything back, and with no strings or judgments attached.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's true love, by the way. Whether you give it to a complete stranger, whether it's like you're giving a $5 bill to a homeless guy, or whether it's the husband or wife at home, or whether it's your kids that are maybe driving you up the wall.
I have those type of kids, and they're not even mine.
There you go. But this is the time of trying to find that center of love, no matter the situation. Catching yourself when you're in those, I want to push you through a window, or, you know, your buttons are being pushed. Try to, step back from that and go,
It's okay.
it's okay. You're not going to win today.
No.
Devil, you're not going to win today. Or whatever the saying is there.
That's too funny. All right, so we started out with the Three of Cups, and my next card is, ooh, you want to talk about big changes?
Okay.
The Tower.
Oh, the
So-
Tower.
It looks like a oh, I don't know card. I love that it's trees. I think I love this deck, I think, a lot, because there's a lot of trees in it.
You love trees,
I
yeah.
do love trees. And so there's a lot of changes coming. So like what you think may be going down as far as the situation may not be what actually happens. So just keep preparing for how things are going, but be prepared that it might have a little bit of a curveball. And that's not to say it's a bad thing. Like a lot
No,
of,
it's usually not a good thing that happens, but it's a good thing in the end.
yes. So it may, like, say you're going home and you always take the road, and you're coming down the road and you always go to the left. Maybe you're going to the right. And maybe that's to avoid an accident. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, it's going to be sudden. You're not going to like it. Like, I'm an anxious person 90% of the time. I don't like change. So
Yeah.
this card scares the crap out of me most days. But it's like, change happens. You're not going to like it at the point in time, but it's going to be for your benefit in the end.
In the end, it's going to be what you're supposed to go through. It's often a testing time.
Yeah.
Right? And it's often a time of frustration. And it's a change that's kind of out of left field that you don't really have control of. Because as much as we are like, oh, I want to change, I want to be a better version of myself, and la la la, especially coming out of January, who has not kept their, resolutions, if you make such things. But the Tower card is one of those things that it's not a change that you're saying, oh, I want to change and la la la.
No, it's something that's kind of forced on you,
yeah,
but it's going to be for your higher good.
yeah. It's always for your higher good.
Yeah.
Especially when it's something you can't control. Because life does throw us curveballs. And it's just the natural order of things, right? Like often when I'm doing grief counseling, it's often a person who's lost a parent, right?
Yep.
And I am finding myself often reminding those children, and I don't mean children as in little children, I mean adult children who are losing parents, would you have rathered it the other way around? Right?
Yeah.
As children, especially as adult children, we are supposed to bury our parents.
Mm-hmm.
You do not want it the other way around.
No, it's not just watching what little I could watch because I'm a little bit removed from the situation. You don't want to watch your parents bury a child.
No. I've seen it a few times in my lifetime, and it's the most heart-wrenching, heartbreaking thing you can watch.
Yeah.
And luckily, knock on wood, I have never had it so far happen to me. My children are happy and old and older anyways.
Because I don't prematurely age them.
Hopefully we all live to a ripe old age.
Yes.
But where was I going with that? Anyways, it is our job as children to bury our parents. Oh, that's what I was going to say was it's often a very hard death. It's one of the hardest deaths you can go through. It's what I call a big death. Because our mother and our father were our primary relationships. The first ones we had bonds with, they are the ones that took care of us, fed us, clothed us, changed our diapers. You know, if there was abuse that was part of it, sadly, that's, you know, a disconnect in a lot of ways. So maybe you've gone through the metaphorical death of them, but there's still that actual death. And, you know, like my mom and I loved my mom, but it was tumultuous, our relationship at best. And we were just starting to mend it before she passed. And yet it just blew me away, right? I was just like, what the hell? And, you know, I'm glad we were able to mend it completely. And it's such a important relationship. So, and it's never like, you know, oh yeah, okay. And then when my dad died, you know, it was like, okay, well, we've been through our mom. It's not the same thing.
No,
Two different experiences.
Very, very different.
And it's not real, like with dad, it was a little bit slower. Like my mom died of an aneurysm, so it was like bang, gone. But
That's hard.
with my dad, it was like he had cancer. He got told he was gonna die within a year. He died within 3 months. But we started prepping for it. But even as much prep as you do for it, it's still not there until it's there. You know what I mean? And anyone who's gone through a death like that understands that, what I mean by that, you know? But yeah, the Tower card is often that, you know, thing that life just throws your way for whatever reason. Now, like when my mom died, I had a guy that messaged me, and it was very sweet. He said, now you're part of the dead parent club. And he said, and it takes a certain knowledge. You don't understand it until you've been through it.
Yeah.
So now whenever I see, like on Facebook, for as if someone's lost a mother or father, I usually reach out in some way because I understand, yeah, that's, you know, that's different from an aunt, a grandparent, you know, a friend, whatever. Those can all be tragic deaths too, but there's nothing like losing your mom or your dad because you only get one of them.
Yeah.
You know?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
So, no tangents.
Third card.
Third card. Okay, so we went through, for my reading, the three, or not three, but the Empress, who is number 3. And then we did the Justice card. So something good is happening, coming into your life. You're ready to align and receive. And part of that alignment is that, first of all, your enemies will be vanquished. And second of all, that you need to pay it forward and have some charity and love in your heart, even when your buttons are being pressed. Because the final card is the Knight of Cups. So you're moving forward in the love range.
Ooh.
Yes. Emotions. So maybe there's a relationship that will change and get better. Because usually when the Knight's moving, it means it's getting better, right? Because he's not a major arcana like these cards were. Oh, yeah. So You've got the Ace of Swords because he's moving. So where is he moving to? He's moving to better communication.
Ooh, I like that. I
Yeah.
like that
So
a lot.
maybe there's, a friend or a family member you've had some trouble with, maybe there's been an argument. That's going to start to mend. Or maybe there's a partner that you just, you haven't been getting along really well. Maybe you've been thinking about ending it. But suddenly, no, it's like, no, that we're communicating better. So, yeah, things are moving forward. And that's not just because of this. There's another thing that's coming in that's really good, but it requires you to open your heart and do some heart centered, charity centered things. And then the communication in whatever relationship it is that you want to change does.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. All right, no tangents. Third card.
Yeah, third card.
10 of Cups.
Ooh.
So we've really got, so like here, I'll show the 10 of Cups, but then I'll go back and kind of, how whimsical this deck is. Sorry, she's still new to me, so I'm like, lovey. I'm in the honeymoon phase. So we have 3 of Cups. So you're reaching out, you're connecting with some people that are really going to benefit you. There's a situation going on that is not going to turn out the way you want it to, or like the way you expected it, but it's going to eventually be for your higher good. So so if something's really frustrating you,
Sorry, I'm getting a message.
okay.
And I want to say it because they're saying it really loud at me. There's someone out there that you need to reach out to, whatever friend or family member that you haven't in a long time, because they're going to pass away.
Oh, that's okay.
I was getting that really loud. And that's what their tower moment is.
Okay.
So I don't normally predict that sort of thing.
But if it's yelling at you.
It is. It's yelling at me hard.
Yep.
Please continue, though.
So, yes.
My apologies.
No, it's all good. Where am I looking at? 10 of Cups.
Yes.
So even though that individual may pass away, there's still some light's gonna come out of that.
Yeah. And there's only one individual that happens to. Otherwise, your reading is totally spot on.
Okay. This is the realm I haven't explored yet as much. I like talking to the trees, and they don't like
Yell at you?
me. They don't yell at me yet. They might. I was doing Reiki.
They'll slap you with their
The
leaves.
leaves. You're not doing it right. You just see the flipper slaps.
It's like
Okay, I will finish this, and then I have a thing.
yeah.
So the 10 of Cups. So you've got some happy things going. So even though the tower, so like except for that one person whose message Rhonda was for that person, you've got an unexpected thing happens. How you react to it might be frustrating, and not how you want things to go, but it obviously is for your higher good, and that is coming through in the 10 of Cups. Things will be okay. I love the 10 of Cups. It is like that family card that like
It is.
that really warm, cozy feeling. I don't know, for it's not Christmas. I'm trying to encapsulate.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know. It's a really cozy family feeling. For me anyway. So whatever that looks like to you, it might be your found family, it might be your biological family, it might not even be people you've met yet. You may be looking for this, but know that it's coming. Know that it's possible, and know that it's trying to find you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like we're really connected with relationships with the cups, the 3 of Cups and the 10, and then there's just that unexpected situation that may not go the way you want it to at first, but know that it'll eventually work out.
Yeah.
So if it's frustrating you, just weather the storm a little bit longer.
Yeah.
That's
And it's nice that it starts at a 3, tower happens, but it ends at a 10.
Yes.
Which is bigger, like
Yeah.
sequentially.
yeah. So you're moving in that direction.
Yeah.
So you're sequentially going up. You're moving that direction. You're climbing that hill.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's good.
At the bottom of the deck was the Page of Pentacles.
Oh. Okay.
So some messages.
Yeah. Messages.
Let's see what the message is. The High Priestess.
Ooh. time of being still.
Yes. So be still. Maybe there's some things you're contemplating or directions as far as like the tower card goes. Just be still and sit with it. It might be uncomfortable, but it's going to be worth it.
According to Groundhog, we're getting more winter anyways, so.
Yeah, you might as well just enjoy the stillness. Because, mind you, even...
Enjoy being snowed in.
Yes, enjoy being snowed in. But the sun feels warmer. Like, I was outside today, and, like, yeah, it's cold. It's not as cold as it has been, but it was able to... the sun was out, and I was actually able to feel the warmth for the first time in a while.
Nice.
So, like, I feel like we're turning that
Right.
that corner proverbially.
And if you are checking out my Facebook profile, I do have a Groundhog Day reading that I'm doing up until like Friday, basically this week. And it's about repeating patterns, right? Like, what are you repeating? What are you repeating sort of wrongly, and what should you be repeating more correctly?
Well, and I feel like sometimes, so it's that spiral, right? Like,
Yeah.
we may have to... I do this more often than I should. My husband's like, you already learned this lesson, but we're going back to it again because you didn't pick something up you were supposed to learn the first time.
Well, hopefully you're spiraling out. So you come back to it again, because we never learn anything once. If we did, we'd go to the gym once, left the weights, and be done.
True.
Or we'd do the multiplication tables and we'd just know them after reading them. Like, yeah, wouldn't that be nice if we could all do that?
There's a reason why we do Canadian maps from like grade 2 to grade 10.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, that was a recent example in class because I got put on the spot. The teacher was like, we did maps when we were going to school, right? I was like, yeah, why? He's like, name off the provinces, and I could do it. Kids can't.
Oh my God.
Because they have Google.
Right.
They have Google.
But the Canadian map, like, you know, when you colored it in?
Yeah.
That was like fun.
It wasn't. I rebelled at one point because there was a lot of coloring I did, and I just started using one color for everything.
There was one guy, Catherine and I talked about it. He colored the whole map in black. But when you're coloring it in and looking at it, you're getting the perspective of what Canada looks like.
Yep.
You know, so you know
Different
that.
mountain ranges.
Yeah, and you know that Nova Scotia is on one side and British Columbia is on the other
I was
side.
like, New Brunswick is definitely not on the other
Yeah, no. And you know that Quebec is right beside Ontario, and
yep.
you know the sequence of it all.
Well, it's funny because I almost messed up the sequence. I was like, oh, because I can always do east really, really well because I've traveled there.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
I haven't been out west as many times as I've been out
No,
east.
me neither.
So like,
in fact, I was just thinking that the other day. I'm like, what order do the Western provinces go in again?
so that's a struggle for us Canadians apparently. We depending on how far you or how much you visited them, I think.
Yeah.
So I can always go from east to west because I started from west to east. And I'm like, no, hold on, I'm gonna go from east to west. So I think you're right. I think there's ways that people learn to memorize things and process information, and I think that's changed over the last like 30 years.
Also, when I got the Canadian map, Northwest Territories was still a thing.
Well,
none of it
are. No, are they?
None of it didn't exist at that point.
Yukon, none of it, Northwest Territories. Yeah, there's still the three of them. I was like, don't scare me.
But there was none of it.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I remember that because I remember one year it was Northwest Territories and the next year it was like there's three of them now.
Yeah.
I get why. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that shouldn't exist.
But
I'm
it
just
didn't
saying
exist when I was a child.
The brain just took a minute to, catch up.
Yeah. And we own the North Pole, by the way.
Oh, yes. Yes.
The postal code is HOHOHO. You got to mail it to Canada, folks, if you want to talk to Santa Claus.
Yep. I love that. I love that program exists.
I know, me too. And, like, I love snail mail in general.
Well, and I feel like we don't do enough of it.
Yeah, like, we should almost get back to writing letters.
A letter writing club.
Yeah. That would be interesting.
Do a tarot and letter writing.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Yeah.
Sorry, I like food, so.
Yeah, no, I love food too. Tell me there's food and I'll be there.
Well, you were talking about like possible.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you could smell bread cooking.
A little bit.
Yeah, I got a loaf of bread for you.
It's like Christmas.
It just came out of the oven just before you came, so it's cooling right now.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So I wanted to let you know you're getting a loaf of bread, homemade bread to take home. Should
I
be
love her
still
just for
warm.
her friendship, and yet she still feeds me.
Happy to do it.
No, I think this is really interesting, and this is like, I think this is gonna happen over the next like month or so. I don't see it stretching like into summer.
Yeah, no, same with me. Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think this is like a February March situation.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. And we're gonna try and do more of these.
Yep.
So let us know in the comments or give us a thumbs up or whatever if you're interested in more of these kind of readings to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try and do the top bottom thing or left right. I don't know. We'll see how Facebook puts it up.
Well, and also too, I wonder. So like, what I need to do with a deck, and I don't know. I think I might burn a deck, and by burn a deck, I mean I'll buy a mass market deck to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Is I love my chakra tarot deck,
Okay.
but then I don't I haven't memorized the 78 positions of all the chakras
Okay.
in the tarot.
Right.
And I really
right.
like I love that layer.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
need to do that, but it's going to be a process.
Right. Right.
So I almost want a cheat sheet. So it's like that's the layer I can add. I just got to consult my cheat sheet for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. There you go. And yeah, and anything tarot related or otherwise. Because I
Yeah.
was almost playing with the idea of changing this to tarot and other delights.
Ooh, I like that. Because like don't get me wrong, we are always going to be like foundational tarot.
Yeah.
But like I have a background in Celtic Reiki, and I love it. I'm doing my master level in March.
Ooh, exciting.
So exciting.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to dive back into that world, and it's really interesting how it's just, so I did a Reiki session swap with somebody over Zoom Saturday, and like it just melds in. Like Usui is there, and that's my foundation.
Yeah.
But like the Celtic just melds right in.
Nice.
And I'm not even thinking about it. I was like, oh, I don't even start at the head anymore. Like Celtic, you start at the feet and you work your way up.
Okay.
And that's like, I've like 50% of my clients, sometimes I ask and other times I'm like, no, I'm just curious. And like in more times than not, I'm starting at the feet.
Right.
And
right.
so I think it's really interesting how it's like, that's the version that works. And it's really, there's, have I talked to you about like prescription Reiki? I call them prescriptions. They're not actually anything medical.
Yeah.
So just put that asterisk out there. But with the Celtic OM, you can program certain symbols
Okay.
during the session and then give them to the participant
Oh.
or the guest client, whatever you want to call them, so that they can take them with them and if they want to meditate further.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Very
that's-
cool.
yeah,
Very
that's
cool.
kind of where my
nice.
realm of Reiki is these days.
Nice. So you'll be a double master then.
I will be a double master.
Very cool.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Very nice. Yeah, because like I'm thinking we could cover any metaphysical
Yeah.
type of realms, genres, whatever you want to call them, right from books to cards to
Yeah.
everything in between. And, you know, of course, we always find tangents as well. So,
As you've, I'm sure, noticed.
yeah, so I was thinking, well, maybe of renaming it a little bit.
Well, and that way it's not like just tarot focused and then just other focused. Because I know
yeah.
originally we had done like maybe 3 versions of tarot and then 1 version of other.
Yeah.
But I think to make it a little more flowy, I think you're right.
Yeah, to change it up a bit.
Yeah.
You know, if again, if there's any questions you have or any subjects you want covered, or you know, like we can do a "What are you reading?" section as well.
Ooh.
So you know, and that can be everything from I mean, I mentioned the psychopathic whisperer, but I mean, not that that's really in that realm, but
No,
it
but there's all
is.
sorts of other. So what? I'm reading Percy Jackson. I'm working my way through the like 15 novels that is Percy Jackson.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm on like 4 or 5.
Okay.
So that I started before Christmas. But it's like I'm also Why Woo Woo Works.
Oh yeah, I've got that book. That's
It's
a good.
dense though.
It's very dense. It's like you can read like a page and then you have to digest it.
Yes.
And then you go
But
and
it's
do
so
other
good.
things. And, yeah.
And then there was a book because I'm in this.
Don't read it tired.
No, no. And then I'm on this like online Reiki community, and they have like a separate section for like a book coven. So they're reading something this month, and I'm like, I don't need any more reading material, but that looks so good.
Yeah.
So now I'm like contemplating
A lot of times I need suggestions for fiction stuff,
Okay.
because I'm very particular about what I like to read.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried every genre. I definitely am not a mystery
Do you
kind of girl.
Can you do the cozy fiction? So like I have some recommendations that I haven't personally checked out, but like other people are like, if you like this cozy, they like I've written down some of their recommendations
Okay,
so I
okay.
can pass them over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do like a book corner version, like, you know, like a 10-minute book thing and then a little bit of tarot and a little bit of something else. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm always up to talk about the runes and the Ogham, but that's
Mm-hmm.
just again, that's my realm.
Right. Yeah.
But also learning new things, like why
Yeah.
people should never stop learning.
No, never stop learning. Always have books around.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're not reading them, it suggests to your brain that they're important,
Mm-hmm.
and then you pick them up more often than you think.
Yeah.
And have books that you haven't read that you may not read in this
No.
lifetime. And that's okay.
Yep. I definitely have a few of those that I'm like, or it's like a fine cured wine list, right?
Yeah.
Like, you got to be in a certain mood to have a certain wine, or you got to have a certain food pairing to have a certain wine.
Yeah.
Books are the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever get a book hangover? Like when you've finished a book and you're like, I just can't crack another one right now because
Yeah.
I'm still.
You're still in that world, or that.
Yeah.
Like, so I threw the Hunger Games.
Oh, did you?
The first time I read through the Hunger Games, I don't think I've done it twice. Like, I don't know if I've done them. I tried to read them again, and I think I was like, I got distracted. But the first time I ran through the Hunger Games, I don't know which book it was, but it was like something shocking happened. So one of the twists, and I threw the book. I was like, no. And I was like, I'm not a violent person. What happened? And my now husband was like, what happened? And I was like, how did they just? He's like, oh, that part.
What I don't understand. Okay, so I read all the Hunger Book games. Really great. right?
Okay, so
Or Hunger Game
I've
books.
only read the
Hunger Game books. Sorry, I said that.
I've only
backwards.
read the trilogy. I haven't gone beyond the trilogy.
Oh, okay.
I need to. Don't get me wrong. I just haven't had the time.
Oh, okay. So I read the whole series.
Yeah, fair.
And then the movie came out. I watched the first movie.
Okay.
But it's like, I've already read the book. Why am I watching the movie? And if people, I don't understand. If you've seen the movie, why are you reading the book?
Because there's things in the books that they don't tell in the movies.
That's true.
The
That's
Harry
true.
Potter movies are famous for that. And people are still bitchy 20 years later, like 25 years later.
Well, people are still bitching about the interview with the vampire.
Oh, yes, that's
So
right.
badly cast.
Oh
because
my gosh.
Brad Pitt should have been Lestat, and
Oh, so they were backwards.
they were backwards.
Cast. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was in a cab once and a guy was listening to Interview with the Vampire and I was like, you're taking random people places and you're playing that in the background?
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's an interesting choice. It's definitely a choice.
And I definitely got more into her witchy series, Anne Rice's witchy series.
I haven't
as
read those
opposed
yet.
to- oh,
I'm
they're
sure-
great.
I
I,
really
love
need
them.
to.
Yeah. I can't get into the series as much though, because I'm like, I've read the books. I really enjoyed the books. And like
Yeah.
you said, yes, there's a lot of, so I get your counterpoint of if you've seen the movie, then you read the books. There's so much more in the books.
Well, there is because they have to, obviously, for either continuity or like time constraints or budget constraints, they
Yeah.
have to cut things out.
Yeah.
But like,
But if you've read the book and then you see the movie, you're usually disappointed.
oh, 100% you are.
Like it's
100% you
not
are.
fully
Like-
there. Like Hunger Games wasn't bad. It was good.
Every book to movie I have read and then watched, I've never been completely happy.
No, never completely happy. I get it.
You have to do it the other way around. You have to watch the movie first. But then, so this is the catch-22 that I don't like. So if sorry, I'm like,
No.
now we're on a tangent. If I watch a movie first, then I don't use my own imagination.
Yeah,
So that's
so
almost
you're
like a
taking-
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know where the end is going.
Yeah.
For the most part.
And you're like, oh, this
like V.C. Andrews, Flowers in the Attic, huge in the 80s series. Every young girl had read it, even though it wasn't for young teens.
I was gonna say that is not a
no,
young
no.
teen
And
book.
there's a whole like series. I think there's like 5 or 6 books at least.
Mhm.
And I read them all. And then I went and saw the movie Flowers in the Attic, and I was practically screaming at the screen in the theater because they had left such huge gargantuan gaps
Yeah.
in it. And it's like this one scene doesn't even match up to this other scene. You don't know why the grandma's such a bad person.
Yeah,
and-
no. Well, like even in I mean, don't get me wrong, Stephanie Meyer's Twilight series. I wish I could like read that.
Unsee, yes.
Unsee that from my brain.
Yes.
Just by the way she ended it. I was like, you go through all of this stuff because like I'm pretty good about like getting myself in the mythical world and like even if you're not that strong of a writer, like Carissa City of Bones.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking
TV
about.
show, great.
Yeah, that was
Writing, not so much.
Okay,
That's the
I've
only
never-
one where I was like, the TV show is better than the book.
Oh, I only started the first one and I didn't finish it. I can't remember why.
Well,
maybe it was the
it's
reading.
not. I can't imagine why. Like I think because I was. Yeah, that
Twilight
was.
series though, the vampires.
You don't make vampires sparkle.
Yeah, and what's his name? The main guy who thought he was hot shit after that. I don't like him as an actor.
Well, that's it. That's another thing too. If they don't have good acting chops, and you're either a fan of the thing or you're not, like it really changes how you view that content.
Yeah.
Or how the writers put like the writers for the movie take the source material and put it into a screenplay. That's a whole other like subgenre.
Yeah. But both in the books and in the movies I found, the werewolves were almost cooler.
Oh, they were.
And it was like, yeah,
At
they
the
got
same-
their shit down.
At the same time, but that's also I'm
werewolves, not swearwolves.
I have that T-shirt. Oh my god, I
Love
have
that.
to show you.
I love that movie and series. Both
Yes.
are really good.
Okay, now we're definitely like rabbit hole jumping, and people are like, "What the hell?" We came here for a tarot reading,
Yeah.
and we're leaving with all of this pop culture knowledge. What is going on? So this is why it's called Tarot and Other Delights now.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I think we will. I think we should think on how we want to structure it,
Yeah.
and then come together.
Have certain segments of
Yeah.
this is what we do, then this is what we do.
Yeah, and then we can sprinkle a little bit of tangents. in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And that way it'll rein us in a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
think that's a good strategy going forward.
I know. How long have we been doing the podcast? Has it been a year?
At least a year, yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Awesomely nuts, but like
Yes.
that's nuts.
And thank you for all of you
Yeah.
who have tuned in, whether it's live or whether it's a playback. Thank you for being here, having been here, subscribing, liking, sharing.
We may do a giveaway soon.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I think I need to go through my decks, and that might be a good way to like downsize.
Oh, yay. Yeah, that's a great idea. All right, cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
But I think we need to come up with a number that we have to get subscribed before we do a giveaway.
Okay.
Just that way it gives us that goal,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna push that goal until we get there. And
Yeah.
then you guys gotta get a little bit
So
of a
we'll-
giveaway.
Talk about it this week and
Yeah.
see what we want to do.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I gotta stop saying thoughts out loud because I'm not giving Rhonda the ability to say no.
No, it's
Just putting her
okay.
on the spot.
All right. Well, I think that's been a good episode
I think it has
so
been too.
far. And, a few rabbit holes, definitely. Hopefully you enjoyed the reading and enjoyed all the talk. And like I said, please put in the comments, whether here or whether on Facebook, and invite your friends. If you want to friend me or follow me, please do so. I say yes to everyone until you prove otherwise.
Yes. She's very welcoming, but don't piss her off.
Yeah, there you go. All right, take care. Have a great week.
Love you. Bye.
There we go. Perfect.
Oh,
Oh,
is it gonna even? There we go.
oh.